Welcome to the, I guess, inner workings of Dove Valley today. We're not in the parking lot.
It's too windy in the parking lot to do this.
Too windy, and I mean, like, look how cool that is. You know? Cool. So, anyways, I'm Ryan Greene. He's Jake Marsing. We are here because they introduced, I guess, a formal introduction of all the coordinators that they hired during the off season.
Yeah.
What'd you think? I mean, Mike McCoy is back. We know Mike McCoy. And then, I mean, we met Brock Olivo.
We definitely met Brock Olivo.
All right, so I think that's where we should start. Brock Olivo. What
you come into today, Ryan, and you're expecting to hear from, Mike McCoy, Joe Woods.
Yeah.
And Brock Olivo's kind of the third thought, but Brock Olivo comes to the podium and he brings an energy with him that's really exciting, and it's different than, the last special teams coordinator here, Joe DeCamillis, moves on to Jacksonville. But Brock Olivo, I think, is going to bring a different kind of energy, a different kind of attitude to special teams. Been talking to some special teams players already who say that they saw the press conference and are excited for what he's going to bring, and that they've talked with him. And I think that's really going to be exciting for this unit. Now, and the thing that I wrote in the story that just went up at 5280sportsnetwork.com, which is going to be, this video is going to be attached to it. The staff has a lot of challenges, right? So across the board at every position. Offense, you got a slew of challenges, right? You've got the running game, you've got the quarterback issue, you've got this, and this. And then on defense, you've got the run game issue, which Joe Woods addressed. And then on special teams, who's returning kicks for you? Right. Who's doing all these different things for you? That's going to be really critical if you're going to continue to play this kind of field position, ball control kind of a style of football.
Right.
The thing for me that I really took away from today was Mike McCoy is going to be a really important piece of the staff and his ability to kind of batten it down, bring his experience as a head coach now back to the team that kind of built him into a coordinator and retake that job. Really, he and Bill Musgrave running this offense, it's going to be, I think, a good combination for everybody involved, including and perhaps most especially Paxton Lynch.
Right.
Now, Mike McCoy continued to say that it's going to be an open competition. I expect that to be the case. But look, there's an open competition, and there's an open competition that's slanted in a certain direction. Right. The Broncos want Paxton Lynch to play. I expect that'll be the direction that they kind of go.
Yes. The one thing that I think supports the Paxton Lynch claim is that McCoy right off the bat said, we're going to make an offense that works well with the players in it. They're not going to make the players,
we're not
run a certain offense. We're going to say, here's what these players are good at, let's make an offense.
He said it over and over again. We're going to build our offense around our players. In fact, he said, we're going to start camp or start OTAs with a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what everybody does best so that by the opener, we've got a playbook that is designed for our talent, as opposed to saying, hey, Paxton Lynch, we're going to give you all this new verbiage that you've never heard before in your life, and we're not really going to spend a lot of time teaching it to you. Hope you do well. It's going to be an interesting transition. Overall, I think very impressive afternoon from these three new guys.
Yeah.
Joe Woods clearly a little humbled by the experience. I think he's the guy who is going to have the easiest adjustment, but also maybe the biggest learning curve as well. He's never been a coordinator. He's been one job his entire career in the NFL, a DB's coach. Brock Olivo has at least had experience under Dave Tobe, a guy who's extremely well respected, and Joe Woods has experience under Wade Phillips. So I think the Broncos in this press conference today really showed that they have a staff that is going to do good things for them and help them build towards the championship direction that they're trying to go. Impressive day out of their staff. Vance Joseph, by the way, spoke at the beginning of the press conference today, and again, VJ seems pretty confident in the group that he's got. So only time will tell. I think a good first step.
Yes, I think confidence is the right word. When you have a complete coaches and coordinators overhaul like the Broncos had, you're usually coming off a 2-14 team.
Good point.
So with all this talent, I think all these coordinators are going, okay, I don't need to really rebuild or make people better. We have all this talent, the team that went to the Super Bowl just 2 years ago. I don't think they need to worry about anything. So I think you get that type of energy.
Speaking of that, Bill Musgrave just walked in. That means we're going to head out.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's get us out of here, Ryan. We got to go do a podcast.
Yes, we're going to go do a podcast. Make sure you look at that up on 5280sportsnetwork.com, as well as a bunch of other things. The guys went down to Houston last week, and they talked to Chris Harris, Brandon McManus, all that stuff. So
Justin Michael, our newest addition to the Broncos team, has a feature on TD coming. We're adding some other stuff, exciting stuff over 5280SN.
Yeah, so there you go. From Dove Valley Broncos headquarters, he's Jake Marsing. I'm Ryan Greene. We'll see you later.